Yeah. Yeah, I do post office stuff. Now. Compared to the post office, like honestly, like this, I don't want to shit on it, but it ain't how people were saying it was. It really ain't shit. It ain't shit. But the only reason why I'm saying this is because compared to what I was doing before, people complain when they get off at 6. Me, 7 o'clock was the standard time to get off, like 8 to 7. So it don't really bother me like that. So it's kind of a culture shock. So it's like, damn, y'all get off at like 4, 5, and y'all there's a complaint. Yeah, like I was working 11 hours, like no bullshit. I was working 11 hours for 17 years straight. When I take a vacation, right, I can count on my hands how many times I take a vacation within a year. So with this, me getting 2 days off a week, I'm confused. I don't know what to do with myself. And I keep trying to tell people, like, I came from worse conditions. Like that shit, that job broke every labor law possible. And the reason why it was like that, because we were never working directly with the dealership. We were never working directly with the dealership. We was always contracted out. When you take a day off, right? They don't pay for it. I gotta pay for it. They don't pay for it. I take a day off, I gotta pay for it. Annual leave, ain't no annual leave. Like this is the first time in 17 years that I actually got annual leave and shit like that, and sick pay and shit like that. You don't get sick pay. I remember one time I sprained my ankle. This is at the beginning of the pandemic. I worked that whole year with a fucking sprained ankle. Ankle swollen as fuck. I'm going to work. Did that shit for 17 fucking years. Yeah, 12. Shit crazy, man. So compared to like transitioning over to the post office, it's not even close when it comes to like stress level. When it comes to stress level, that fucking detail is shit. That shit was up. That shit was up here. Post office is down here compared to that. Because for the post, the only thing I don't like in the post office, this is just me personally. I don't like casing. I don't like casing. But when I'm out on the street, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't even notice it. I just don't like being in the office. Like there's nobody over your shoulder. People say it's hard and I understand it. I'm not going to act like I don't understand it, but it just don't bother me because I came from worse conditions. So I'm kind of like conditioned to do it. Like it don't bother me at all. It don't bother me at all. It don't. And sometimes this is the funny thing. So sometimes when people at work be complaining, I try to act like I try to act as if I'm upset too, but I'm really not. In my mind, it's always, yo, like I came from worse conditions. Y'all mad that y'all leaving at 5:30? Like I was doing that for 17 years. So it's normal to me. Like it don't fuck with me the least. It don't. Monday through Saturday, no days off. That shit was mandatory. That's why I kind of don't like having Sundays off. The reason why I don't like having Sundays off is because everything closes early and barely nothing's open. Why the fuck would I want a Sunday off? I'd rather have a day of the week off so I can actually do shit. I used to hate that shit. Fucking Sundays ain't nothing open. I keep trying to explain where I came from. That shit was way worse. Just imagine that shit for 17 years, working Monday through Saturday, 8 to 7. And then this is the fucked up thing about the dealership. This is why I do not miss that shit. The end of the month, every end of the month, the last week, you gotta stay from 8 till closing. So anything they sell, you gotta clean it. And for the longest, I was doing that shit by myself. I was getting paid hourly at first. Then they switched it to I was getting salary. But that was bullshit because I'm still doing the same hours. I could have got more if I was getting paid hourly. I could have got more if I was getting paid by the car.